People coming from a lot of confusion in terms of background, they don't even know who they are. People don't have Christ. We might speak to someone who has Christ, they might pick easily. But there's that one human being who doesn't even know. They don't know who they are.
You know,
they're just confused with life. They don't know what to follow, whose voice to listen to, what to believe in, what is right, what isn't right. They're just like
that's
this.
a bad place to be.
And many people
I know when you talk about values, people complicate them.
Yeah.
Values is as simple as saying, I will never die of HIV in my life.
Oh, yes.
So you look at all the whole loopholes that can bring HIV.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll
And
never
you look
have a child outside marriage.
I will never do this.
Yes.
As in, that is your set value.
Yes.
I remember
Your
that
do's
one
and your
time.
don'ts.
Yeah, I remember one time my mother said, she told me vividly, because her parents, I think that generation was affected by HIV. And she said, I vowed in my life, I will never die and leave my children, and then I will never die of HIV.
Hallelujah.
So if I'm not bringing it, no one is bringing it to me.
Hallelujah.
And even when she started seeing games, she locked the gate. And she's like, I am dying with my children, but I will die and no more death. Not HIV. No one brings it to me. And like over the years, I have seen that value protect her.
Oh, yes.
So stand up for yourself and fight for your own self.
And I think we should also teach society that virginity is not about the girl. It's for both the girl
the
and the
ladies and the
boys.
guys, yeah.
You know, so as we're speaking about it from grassroots, from the children, boys and girls should be taught
And
to
you know, these
preserve
days,
themselves.
men are intimidated by
what?
how much women know.
Yeah.
Girls know. So most guys in their cocoons,
Yeah.
you can see them here. You even hear.
Yeah.
They lie to themselves. They're like, you will land on someone who is kafuru, who is an expert, and you will know nothing. You will be ashamed as a man. And that is how they end up spoiling themselves.
Yeah.
So they even get you a girl. They're like, we got you someone. Do they know their HIV status?
Yeah.
Do they know, even if it's not HIV, do they know other sicknesses? Because these days,
Yeah,
there
you
are
know,
other
sickle
sicknesses
cell.
that
These
are
are
even
things you
worse.
have to check
But also
before
we
you
talked about the
get
spiritual
married.
part.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, there's a time I woke up from, the Lord usually talks to me through dreams, but there's this morning that I woke up, I don't know if it was a dream, but what was in my spirit was occult sex.
Yeah, so much of it is
Like
happening.
people need to know that spiritual part of sex. That is just not sleeping with somebody. There is a tribe here in Uganda that performs a certain ceremony, and it's performed on a man. And after it's performed on a man, he needs to find a babe that he sleeps with so that he rests that spirit on that babe.
Wow.
And you're there because they were going to perform it. And then this guy was asked, do you already have the woman? Yes, there's a woman I've been lying to and, you know, talking to and vibing. And I have the one that I love, but this one, after this ceremony is done, I'm going to go and
To
be
the
with
other one
her.
that are lying.
You get?
This is Uganda.
This is Uganda. This is Uganda. But it's not the first thing. Not even just, even the rich men. Even the rich men do that.
True,
they
true.
do.
It is
That's true.
occult sex. I mean, a man...
Campuses are being
Yes.
ferried
Oh,
all
yes.
the time.
Exactly. A man
yes.
gets you. They have pocket change, or they don't worry about money. Money is not an issue. They'll ask you, how much do you want? And you never see this
'Cause they're
man
buying your soul.
again in your life. There is a lady whose story I heard, and she talked about it, and she said a man took her and she had to breastfeed a snake.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
In
Christ.
Uganda here. You get?
They've breastfed turtles, they've breastfed what they've had.
get?
He
He sleeps with you, but also feeds something else. But you also don't know, this man has not seen me again. You don't know, whatever is carrying, like we said, you become one body, whatever is carrying.
And then speak to the boys, because after that, that same girl comes back into the pool of university or wherever, with school, and then the boys are lining up.
Someone's son.
Yeah, the boys are lining up. So do you
Yeah.
see, we are in sexual
It's
network of
moving,
what?
but it's moving
conundrum.
from one place to another, to another, to another, to another.
Yeah.
So people need to know, because most people don't believe that that's spiritual part.
And then
of
after
sex.
that, you're like, I'm working so hard, but things are not shifting.
Things are not living. Because I was in a conference where a man of God said, abalokola abale single batawanya kwebakana basajja bafumbo. And he said it boldly. And he said that is your biggest weakness as born again Christians, fornicating and sleeping with married men. It is what is holding you back, but they don't want to hear. Pleasure is pleasure. People don't. And
The
when
body
you
says mama.
when you speak about the spiritual things,
Says mama, we enjoyed.
So now I wonder, with this whole idea of all of curbing, bringing virginity back into it being the real identity of every human being. Do you think inversions such as putting money prizes cuts it?
No, does not help.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, yeah.
It doesn't. I think.
But I think it
where
was an
we've
effort
been,
from a good heart.
Yeah, it was. It
course.
was from a
But
good
the
heart.
from a good
strategy
heart.
It was
wasn't.
from a good heart. That's very true. That's
but
very
again,
true.
back to the indie video. Please give us your last remark because we can speak the whole day.
Okay. My last remark. If there's a lady out there and you've been thinking about walking in sexual purity and thinking whether or not you should, it's very important. This is for the Christian mainly. I didn't experience some things in the Lord, especially his presence, until I kept my sexual purity. We serve a holy God. The places you're never going to see in him. That is why even in the Old Testament, the priest had to purify himself before he went in the presence.
Lest he died in the presence.
Yes, the bell reported that he's
You
dead.
get what I mean? So if you are longing for a deeper relationship, maybe that is a part you should be looking at. Maybe that is a part in your life that is wanting.
There is one that is
and
looking like this.
holding you back. And mama, once you start to walk in sexual purity,
Mama, you are going to
that
be
dignity you will have. Let me tell you, when you're walking in sexual purity, even when your body feels clean, that there's just something about
Restoration.
you that is wonderful. And trust me, even when you go into marriage, things will have changed. You know what I'm talking about. That man will know you've been keeping yourself and it will be worth it.
Nice. I think what I would say is, even in the logical sense, even in the sense that is not logical, it all comes down to one thing. Preserve yourself for marriage. You might never know why, it might not make sense, but the fact is, it's a fact. It's like saying Jesus died. The fact is he died. So whether you believe or you don't, it's up to you. The logical sense of everything is virginity is beautiful. Preserve yourself and you'll see the fruits after. You'll look hindsight and you'll actually realize, you'll be grateful that you preserved yourself.
There are those that are looking at her and saying, but marriage, people are saying marriage is hard, marriage is hard. And I want now to sound a warning to people who are telling people marriage is hard. If your marriage is hard, mind your business. Do not tell other people that marriage is hard. Okay? As in,
Say my marriage.
say my marriage.
My marriage
if you
is
got
hard.
married to a monster, say I got married to a monster.
Own
if
it.
everything, own it. Do not say people, ate marriage is so, let's wait for you. Those are people that are just waiting for people's failures. And then you're just not godly, you're not biblical, you're not even wishing good for people. So wish peace to other people and let them try out, let them strive, let them walk in righteousness, let them be, keep their virginities and let them keep themselves for marriage. Every marriage is different. So no two marriages are the same. We love you. From us to you.
Bye.